Oh.
How many people know what Tahitian is?
So weird. No. Never mind me neither.
Tahitian is a Tahitian dance from Tahiti. It is a very historical dance. In study.com of social science course by Ellis Madison, the dance was used for mating rituals, special ceremonies, declaring a war, and also worshiping their gods and goddesses. Most people today know it as entertainment at luau's, known for their fast hip motion. But the one thing that did continuously stay in today is the costumes that they use. I'm going to be showing you a Tahitian hip band, which it looks like this. You wear it on your waist, like this. So when you do a faraku, which is a round hip motion, it will accentuate the hip motions. You might be wondering why I'm going to be teaching you how to make a hippé, because you might not need to use it on a day-to-day basis, but also the reason why is that the deeper motion of it is that I want to make you feel a lot more like secure about if you make your own costumes, or also putting effort into your clothes might make it a lot more connected to you, and it's more special to you. I have been making hippés for 5 years, and I've been dancing 7 years. I had made this one. This one took me 3 hours. This one that uses raffia and the leaves. These are the leaves, and this is raffia. Took me about 3 hours. And then this one took me 5 hours, and this one is used only by raffia. So I'm going to be teaching you how to make a hippé, and I'm going to break it down into 3 things. The material of it, also how to do the braid, and then the last thing is weaving. So for materials, you will need 100% cotton is the best because it's not as stretchy as polyester fibers, and you want to make sure that the material doesn't stretch, because when you tighten it really fast, you don't want it to rip or stretch out. So another thing that you need are leaves. I showed you one that had leaves, and then also raffia. Raffia is a drier grass, and it's more longer. You can both find them on Amazon or Etsy. They're a range around $20, but when you use with leaves, you want about $200 for an adult and then $100 for a child. If you are making one for a child, you can cut them in half for $200. And yes, for the weaving process, you are going to be using it for weaving 200 times. And then last of the materials are threads. So the thread is to tie up after making the braid. So those are the materials. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is the braid. So I'm going to be teaching you how to first when you get your fabric, you're going to tie it in a knot. You're going to have 4 strands. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 goes to 2 over it, then 4 to 3 goes to here, and then the middle 2 twist. And then you repeat that step multiple times until you have a foot long of it, so you can tie it in the front. And then right after you get to the foot, you're going to tie the string really tightly to make sure that's secure. For the weaving process, so after you tie it up, you're going to lastly do the weaving portion. So the weaving portion is that you're going to start in the middle, and you're going to take your leaf or raffia, it doesn't really matter, and you're going to make a U shape like this, and then the two ends are gonna go into each other. And then you're gonna pull it tight. And for rafe, you wanna use about 5 strands. And then you're gonna repeat that process until you get to this part of your side to the other side. So after that, you're gonna tie it with the string, and then you're gonna do the same braid on the other side. And then at the end, instead of tying it with thread, you're gonna tie it with a knot. So that is how you make a hippie. So I talked about the materials, the braid, and the weaving part. The reason why I did this project is because it shows the hard work, and you're gonna make a new respect of making your own clothes and your costume. So hopefully that inspires you to make your own costume, and yeah. Thank you for listening.